In the ancient Jewish temple, the most sacred room was known as the Holy of Holies. It was a fearful place, even for the high priest, who was allowed to enter only once a year to offer the sacrifice for the sins of the people. Everything about it, the thick veil that separated it from the rest of the temple, the instructions given to the priesthood for its various ceremonies, the warnings issued against approaching it unworthily, all in essence said, "This is the most sacred room in all the world. Enter it cautiously, for this is where God dwells." Did you know the mother's womb could be described as the Holy of Holies? Why, it's the most sacred location of one of the most sacred works of God. King David said, "You knitted me together in my mother's womb." The prophet Isaiah speaks of the Lord who formed me from the womb. Job speaks of God as he who made me in the womb. Beloved, if you remove God from the equation, then scientists, physicists, maybe even you and others can try to understand this, but you never will. King Solomon said this in Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 5, when he wrote, "As you do not know the path of the wind, or how the body is formed in a mother's womb, so you cannot understand the work of God, the maker of all things." It is God at work, not making merely a clump of tissue, but an eternal being capable of fellowship with the eternal God. His studio, his study, his darkroom is the Holy of Holies, the mother's womb. Since Roe v. Wade in 1973, there have been over 60 million murderous intrusions into the Holy of Holies. In ancient times, when enemies attacked and defiled the temple of God, God ultimately judged them, and one day he will judge us also. But know this: God shows his love for us in that while we are still sinners, Christ died for us. On the cross, Jesus paid God's penalty for your sin, because you are a sacred human being, knitted together in God's image. In the Holy of Holies, your mother's womb. Praise the Lord! This is Lane Wilder for Carry the Light Ministries, bringing you insights from an elder.